So it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's just me and this woman, and we're walking along, and she's walking a few yards ahead of me. But she keeps giving me like the over-the-shoulder, like that, you know? And then she starts to pick up the pace. She starts to walk a lot faster. So I start to sprint down the hallway at her, and she looks back and she's like, ah! And then she gives chase, right? So now we're booking it down the corridor at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gaining on her. I'm gaining on her, and we're getting to the end of the hallway, and she starts to go into that, like, dead-end shuffle, you know, that women do when you chase them. And I'm almost at her, and then it dawns on me. Oh, she's running from me. Can I please go home? And they go, no, in fact, murder. I was walking down the street, and a homeless guy came up to me, and he walked up to me, and he pushed me like that. He pushed me in the chest. And then he said, these things in this order. He pushed me, and he said, that he's been with the SVU for like 11 years now, but he still treats every case like it's his first in terms of total confusion. Go, fetch! Excuse me, I'm new in town, and it gets worse. There is a guy who, while being questioned by homicide detectives, will not stop unloading crates. Other favorites that they have on the show, there is a judge who allows everything. I'll allow it. But watch yourself, McCoy. And of course, the New York City bartender who recognizes everybody that's ever been in the bar ever.
If you haven't seen the show, you gotta check it out. They have a host and a musical guest. Oh my God, you're gonna love it.
And he has a Batman sticker on his stethoscope, a Batman necklace, and a Batman watch. All right, I am too blessed to be stressed. Let's do it. Sometimes when people order fries, they act like it's a little adventure. Should we get a plate of fries for the table? Should we do it? Should we share some fries? It's like, if I get fries, you'll have a couple, right? If I get fries for the table, I know you'll have fries if I get fries. Should we do it? Yeah, let's be bad. Come on, let's do it. All right, we're gonna take a plate of fries. I went to a place called the Salt and Pepper Diner with my best friend, John. We walk into the diner one day, and they had a jukebox there, okay? And the jukebox was 3 plays for $1. So we put in $7 and selected 21 plays of Tom Jones's What's New, Pussycat? Marty McFly is a 17-year-old high school student whose best friend is a disgraced nuclear physicist. And I shit you not, they never explain how they became friends. And he's very lazy. He's always sleeping late. Okay, is he cool like Ferris Bueller? No. No, this guy's either like 40 or 80. Like, even we don't know how old this guy's supposed to be. And they build a time machine. Whoa! I'm a little boy. Do you want to be active and go to the bathroom or stuff? Or do you want to lay on the floor moaning?
Like a goddamn Ninja Turtle. And they're like, oh, you should donate and be a good alumnus. And they wear shirts that say school.
Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Now serve my nickel, you come and take me! I don't want to make any generalizations about women, because I don't know shit about women, but this is one thing I've noticed in my own personal experience, is that I think women can be friends with each other, but I think it can be tricky sometimes when you try and force women to hang out with each other. Just too anxious for a lot of things. I get very nervous all the time, not even about like major life things, just like about in everyday situations. A doctor was coming to saw our legs off. Up next, we have an exclusive interview with Sandra Bullock's former husband, Jesse James.
All day long, you walk around, oh, what'd the horse do? What'd the horse do? The updates, they're not always bad. Sometimes they're just odd. Give us some money! As a gift! We want a gift! But only if it's money! I agreed to give them $120,000 when I was 17 years old, with no attorney present.
You went through all the trouble to put on a nice dress, and now you're gonna be rude and bossy to people? Boy, oh boy. As soon as my number comes in, I'm gonna put up tall buildings with my name on them. We're Delta Airlines, and life is a fucking nightmare. I love how you just wear anything. Can I get on the plane now, please? And they go, no, it's delayed 9 hours.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know he knew how to do that.
Thank you very much, everybody. That's my time. You were fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much.
He would walk out every day a little too excited, and he'd sit down and go, "Today is Tuesday," a hint of pride that he remembered the day.
Stay down on the ground! Stay down on the ground, you motherfucker!
Part of me was like, whatever, you know? You know those days when you're like, this might as well happen? Life is already so goddamn weird.
I have a nuclear bomb!
I'll keep all my emotions right here, and then one day I'll die. My girlfriend's wonderful, though. I listen to everything my girlfriend says. I don't mean she bosses me around. I just listen to everything she says because before I had a girlfriend, I never had someone who's always standing next to me who can just point out obvious things that are happening. Like, we'll be in a restaurant and my girlfriend will be like, you ordered your food an hour ago. It should be here by now. And I'm like, yeah, it should. Before I had a girlfriend, I had no standard for how I should be treated as a human being. I said, no, you know, like a liar. Hey, come here, I want to show you something. And he takes me into his bedroom, and then he takes me into a side room off of his bedroom. Never a good thing to have. And he shows me A tiny room that is covered wall to wall in antique photos. Old antique photos of my mother. I walked into this party. Everyone I had ever met was there.
I try to stay a little optimistic, even though I will admit, things are getting pretty sticky.
The number one thing that you can be in the eyes of the New York Post is an angel. An angel is a child who has died. That is the best thing that you can be in the eyes of the New York Post. I have pretty thin eyes. I had very thin eyes when I was a little kid, and I had straight black hair that I wore in a bowl cut. On the first day that he met me, the guy that is now my best friend, he met me the first day of kindergarten. He went home that night and said, "Papa, today I met a boy with no eyes." And that was me. I walked down to the basement. They had a pool table in the basement. One dude took a running start and threw his body onto the pool table and broke it in half. I wake up and I am covered in sweat lying on the observation table. And he smiled at me, and he was wearing reading glasses to show that time had passed.